Tifa has always been what you would call the maternal type. It started at 6 years old, when she went with her mother to visit a friend of the family's. It was the first time she saw a newborn, and it stirred something in her the moment she laid eyes on that little bundle of softness.
Oh, please, Mama, can't I hold it? Oh, please, please, please!
And when they let her, she'd marvelled at how light the baby was, like it weighed nothing at all. She found herself gazing solemnly into huge blue eyes that knew nothing beyond light, sound and touch. Tiny peach fingers clenched in a fistful of her long chocolate hair, and Tifa wanted to hold it forever. Tifa wanted to press it against her chest and listen to its heartbeat and love it unconditionally forever and ever.
I can't wait to have children of my own,
she declared as they walked the short distance home.
Tifa,
her mother said, in such a sad voice that Tifa never brought up babies again.
You mustn't be so eager to grow up so fast.
The gash between her breasts made it hard for her to move or breathe, and so Tifa lies very, very still in a pool of spreading blood. Sephiroth's sword has opened her up like a ripe fruit, but she can't tell the difference between the pain on her chest and the pain inside. Someone is running, and the loud, pounding footsteps stop momentarily beside her. She finds herself looking up at Zack and wishes she had enough energy to spit. I'm sorry, says his eyes, pitying, a silent plea for understanding.
Fuck you.
She hopes that even through the bitter tears in her own eyes, he can feel her anger. It feels good to blame, to hate. And then he is darting past her, sword raised. Left alone again on the cold floor of the reactor, Tifa realizes quite suddenly that she is probably going to die. It doesn't scare her as much as she thought it would. It is just sad. So sad. Because she is only 15 years old, and she has never married, or travelled the world, or gotten drunk, or fallen in love, or learned how to swim, or been a mum. Tifa learns quickly that Midgar is very, very different from Nibelheim. Sometimes, when living in the slums got too hard, she would curl up into a ball and think,
I worked hard, Papa. I worked really, really hard. So can I rest now, please? Mama, I'm so tired. I'm so tired.
But then she forces herself to remember Sephiroth's cold smile, and Papa's corpse, and the screams of the villagers, and fire eating the home she loved most on this planet. And the familiar ice has wrapped itself around her heart again. She is not dying. Not yet. Not if she can help it. There are hundreds of different lives she must live on to take revenge for, and she makes a list in her head, from Papa all the way to the old man who used to work at the inn. It makes her walk on. It's what keeps her moving. She did not know Biggs, Wedge, or Jessie very well, but she rubs at her eyes nonetheless because she remembers how Wedge had been looking forward to her cooking that evening.
Sorry,
Tifa whispers to the twisting hunk of metal that was once Sector 7. She thinks if she could see their eyes now, they would be saying, fuck you. She keeps walking. Aeris dies, and Tifa adds her name right under Jessie. Hating is a lot harder than Tifa thought it would be. It requires too much of her being, and she is tired of it. Tired of remembering just so that she can justify the means. Tired of that little bit of ugliness resonating inside her ribcage. Tired. But it's also hard letting go, because then what will keep her walking? Cloud falls into the life stream at the northern crater, and for the first time, Tifa stumbles. No one is surprised when she decides to stay behind in Mideel. Barrett pats her on the shoulder and says,
Take care of him, Tifa.
but she can tell that he wants her to.
Ain't no getting off of this train we're on, Tifa. We have to keep moving. Have to. What about Shinra? What about Sephiroth? What about the goddamn planet, huh?
Screw Shinra. Screw Sephiroth. Screw the goddamn planet. In the corner of the clinic, Cloud is bobbing his head and drooling, but there's no place Tifa would rather be.
You must really love him,
says the nurse.